history of Israel begins in antiquity. Around 1800 before Christ, the Israelites, under the leadership of Abraham, are said to have migrated to the region of Canaan. Around 1000 before Christ, the kingdom of Israel was established under Saul, followed by the reign of King David approximately from 980 before Christ to 930 before Christ. His son Solomon ruled roughly from 930 before Christ to 903 before Christ and built the first temple in Jerusalem. After Solomon's death, the kingdom was divided into the northern kingdom of Israel and the southern kingdom of Judah. The northern kingdom of Israel fell to the Assyrians in 712 before Christ, while the southern kingdom of Judah remained independent until 636 before Christ, when it was conquered by the Babylonians. During this time, the first temple was destroyed, and many Jews were taken into Babylonian exile. In 580 before Christ, the Persians under King Cyrus allowed the Jewish people to return to Jerusalem and rebuild the temple, which became known as the Second Temple. In the following period, approximately from 300 before Christ to 130 before Christ, the region frequently changed hands between the Ptolemies and the Seleucids. In 130 before Christ, the Maccabean revolt began, leading to the establishment of the independent Hasmonean kingdom. This kingdom lasted until the Roman conquest in 36 before Christ. Under Roman rule, the Jewish people experienced several significant events, including the reign of Herod the Great from 40 before Christ to 4 after Christ, and the destruction of the Second Temple in 70 after Christ during the Jewish war against Rome. In 130 after Christ, the Bar Kokhba revolt occurred, which was suppressed and resulted in the expulsion of many Jews from Judea. In the following centuries, Jews lived in scattered communities in the region and in the diaspora, while Jerusalem was under Byzantine and later Arab Islamic rule. In 1940 after Christ, the State of Israel was officially established after centuries of diaspora and following the Holocaust during the Second World War. Since then, Israel has existed as a modern nation-state whose history has been shaped by conflicts, wars, and peace efforts. After the end of the Second World War in the year 1945, during which the Holocaust led to the murder of about 6 million Jewish people, international pressure grew to create a safe homeland for the Jewish people. In the year 1947, the General Assembly of the United Nations adopted a partition plan for Palestine that proposed the establishment of a Jewish and an Arab state. On the 14th of May in the year 1948, David Ben-Gurion proclaimed the independence of the State of Israel. The very next day, several Arab countries, including Egypt, Syria, Jordan, Lebanon, and Iraq, declared war on the new state. This first Arab-Israeli war lasted until the year 1949 and ended with an armistice. Israel was able to maintain its independence and even expand its territory beyond the borders originally proposed by the United Nations. In the following years, tensions and wars continued. In the year 1956, Israel, together with Great Britain and France, launched the so-called Sinai Campaign against Egypt after Egypt nationalized the Suez Canal. A decisive moment in Israel's history was the Six-Day War in June of the year 1967. In a preemptive strike against Egypt, Syria, and Jordan, Israel captured the Sinai Peninsula, the West Bank, the Gaza Strip, East Jerusalem, and the Golan Heights. These territories would form the core of the Middle East conflict for decades to come. In October of the year 1973, the Yom Kippur War began when Egypt and Syria launched a surprise attack on Israel. After intense fighting, Israel was able to repel the attacks, but the war marked a turning point in relations with its Arab neighbors. A historic breakthrough came in the year 1978 with the Camp David Accords between Israel and Egypt, mediated by the United States under President Jimmy Carter. Egyptian President Anwar al-Sadat and Israeli Prime Minister Menachem Begin signed the agreement, which led to a formal peace treaty in the year 1979, the first peace treaty between Israel and an Arab state. In the 1980s, tensions rose with the Palestinian population in the occupied territories. In the year 1982, the Lebanon War began, officially aimed at fighting the Palestine Liberation Organization. The First Intifada, a Palestinian uprising against Israeli occupation, began in the year 1987 and lasted until the early 1990s. During this period, international pressure on Israel increased to find a political solution. In the year 1993, Israel and the Palestine Liberation Organization signed the so-called Oslo Accords, which provided for gradual Palestinian self-administration in parts of the West Bank and the Gaza Strip. Prime Minister Yitzhak Rabin, Foreign Minister Shimon Peres, and Palestinian leader Yasser Arafat received the Nobel Peace Prize for this achievement. However, the peace process was severely shaken in the year 1995, when Prime Minister Rabin was assassinated by a Jewish extremist. In the following years, setbacks, terror attacks, and political tensions continued. In the year 2000, the Second Intifada began, lasting until around the year 2005 and causing numerous casualties on both sides. In the year 2005, Israel under Prime Minister Ariel Sharon unilaterally withdrew from the Gaza Strip, but retained control over its borders. In the years that followed, repeated military confrontations occurred between Israel and the Palestinian organization Hamas, which has ruled the Gaza Strip since the year 2006. The conflict continues to this day. At the same time, Israel developed into a highly modern, technologically advanced state with a diverse society. Peace treaties with other Arab nations followed, including one with Jordan in the year 1994, and under the so-called Abraham Accords in the year 2020, with the United Arab Emirates, Bahrain, Morocco, and Sudan. By the year 2025, Israel remains a country balanced between hope and tension, shaped by the memory of persecution, the pursuit of security, and the enduring desire for peace in a region still marked by deep historical and religious divisions.